So, my beautiful ignited souls. Oh, this is so exciting. And I just really wish I did do this video before what I'm about to share with you. And this is simply because I do not really watch the news, and it's one of the viewers suggested I did this video, and I thought, oh, well, yes, maybe I should, but it's really on Trump and Biden. So I thought, well, why not? But I didn't do that straight away, and I so wish I did. But this story is really expressing or showing what I mean about the 14 gods and how the 14 gods are showing up. And so I was like astounded with the correlations that was really showing up between the two presidents, if you like, two presidents. Okay. And I hope, well, let me just show you. Let me just show you. I won't make this long, although there is so much more I can add to this, but it's really to show you how the gods are waking up right now and they are ready to have the presence felt. So, this is the US election which happened on the 7th. We'll take it step by step. So, 7/11/2020. So, let's look at the date and see the significance of how, what story is it telling us? What's transpiring here? So, oh, these pens, it's like I need to build muscles to take the cover off. Okay, so let's just add this together. So this is 2, 4, 6, and 7 is 13. Now, I want you, in fact, I would love you to pay, not pay because you don't really owe it, but to um, have a close attention or to 13, as I have always said, and in case you have been in case you're joining for the first time, this is really about the 14 gods and now how the gods are waking up. Okay, let's just make this about the election. Number 14, number 20, how, and I will talk you through it. So 13 here is the representation, you could say, of the sacrifice template, because we have been doing a lot. Everything is around the sacrifice template. What we have found out that this is a new creation, and all my videos that I have been doing since 2017 is about self-love, to prepare ourselves for the new creation, knowing that, or trusting that we are I was going to say good enough, but we are planting good seeds. So that which we are planting, which is essential for 2020, and of course, so that which we are creating after our kind. So this is a global thing here happening right now. All of coronavirus, all of COVID-19, all of the elections and everything else is that the times, it's like turning over. We are turning over a new page in our creation. And so, number 13 is, like I said, the sacrifice template, like Jesus Christ on the cross, of course, or he's the 13th, or and leaves 12 disciples, but he is 12, and of course, there's a death. So, this is the date here. Now, we could say that there is a death because there's one there's a dying of one president, or one era, or one or time, or something, whatever it is. And after the death, which correlates with the death card in the tarot, we could say that. So the death card, for instance, the ATH in is 13. Hence, we have Friday the 13th, and we have a lot about the number 13. The number 13 is invisible in some buildings. You don't see the lift going up to a 13th floor or something to that effect. They do not have 13. So 13 is on the ground, it's invisible. We don't see it. And so this is what I also call the incubator. So here, back to this, this is not the usual template I use, but this is like a beginner's template. So in 13, this BKT here, or the B in particular, represents the 13 disciples. So for instance, I do something like I'm just swiping my hand here between the B in here, and then you see it's 13. So there's that thing, it's as if there is a gate that opens for, well, the coffin or whatever it is, that 13, and free gets away, and this is where there's a, and you have one in free. So it's like there's an opening where you could relate one to free, the Trinity or anything like that. So just to keep this simple now, so we have, this is where BKT is where Christ sat at the table with his disciples. And being at the table with the disciples, there's a Last Supper. Bear in mind 7 7. And there we have, of course, it was the seventh. We're speaking of creation. 6 days of creation and the seventh day of rest. Of course, all the work was done then, and then there was rest. There is no, it's like nothing more to say, even if Trump is suing, whatever is happening. But there's an event that has happened, and this is what I am talking about here, just to capture the essence of the vibration of numerology, how the numbers and the frequencies and vibration resonates. When we open our minds and our eyes to the reality of the numbers, more and more we begin to capture the essence of what's happening. So before, I actually felt that Trump was going to win, but I had not paid attention to his opponent at all until I actually done the numerology, and I thought, I wish I had done this already, but I have had so many downloads, and so I felt, okay, I am also learning to take things in its own time. So here is one correlation here that is happening very close with the crucifixion, with a new era, because when Christ died, that was the start of a whole new ball game that still exists in our world today among Christianity, or those who have taken on that belief that Christ had died to save mankind. And so this is what we're talking about. Death, the word death also equals 2. It equals 20. And 20, for instance, if we did the numerical value for the word 20, I am trying not to do much, but let's 20, I think 20 is 8. But let's 20 is 26. Okay, 2 5 5 5 2 7. This is 15, 22, 24, 26. 26 is 8. So however, but this is telling us as well that there is a cycle. We are in 2020, and we are in 2020, and so 20 is 8. So if we had another 20, which is another 8, adding this together will give us 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. This is the new creation right here. This is the new creation happening right there in 20. So this matches the 7th here in this date. It matches. Now, going back to number 4 or 13, if we add 1 plus 3, this gives us 4. But the point I really wanted to make as well is that 2 has a correlation with 4. And if you watch my videos, you will see, you will get more of this, because I so want to keep this lovely essence in context here. Let's just check this again. So this is 2 9 4 5 5. Okay, so this is 10, This is 23, 24, 25. This is 25. So 25 is 7. Okay, 7. And let's check Joe again. So this is 5, 11, 12. So altogether Joe is 10. Okay. Now what I found very interesting here, let's pay attention to Biden, is 25. Let's make sure we can see this here. And then we had Donald Trump. Let's just put Donald in red here. Donald Trump, Trump. Okay, so we have 4, 6, 5, 1, 3, 4. Let's add this together. So this is okay, this is 8 and 13, so 23. So 23 is 5. Okay, and Trump is, this is, and here we have 10, 14, 14, 23, 24, 25. So this is what I found very interesting, that the two surnames were both 25. This is when the gods are really showing their presence here. So we have both surnames. So this is how they went up. Trump and Biden. They both are 7, 7. This is what I really want to point out. They both are 7, 7. And that's the gods, the two creations in the scriptures. So basically, the two creations, of course, this is showing us how it happens. So there are two forces, the two sides. But after the election is won, everyone has to come together and come work together and form hands and shake hands. This is why there's supposed to be a shaking of hands afterwards.